2018 January to right now where I'm here. Actually, I moved to Munich in like June, right? I mean, end of May. So, half of a year I've been in Europe, although I've been traveling quite a bit. But that's probably, yeah, in my humble opinion, did I think about me here right now in Munich when I was in Vancouver January 1st in 2018? I didn't. And that's Delta is probably the biggest for this one, for sure. And everything else comes from this. So all the stuff, that can be achieved from me locating to like Europe is achieved by this one big thing. So everything else is kind of dependent on this one big thing. It's not just geographical location change. It also means and also has meant cultural change. It means lifestyle change, priority change. It means work-life balance. It means more vacation. It means prioritizing like work and life, and also kind of things that I value more, like arts, or me getting close to the things that I resonate more, as opposed to being in North America and then stuck in a place where there's no culture, such a thing like a culture other than burger, pizza, or just hip hop or modern top 50 like music for capitalism. I don't feel bad about saying this because almost everybody, I'm not saying everybody, but like people, even Americans complain that, there's no culture in North America. It's just 200 years or 300 years, and especially when it comes to art, there's no such a thing, like it's excluding certain parts like in New York, but like especially West Coast, there's no such a thing like a culture. It's not interesting. Sorry, but it's true. Europe, more culture, history, arts. But anyways, so that's the biggest transformation. I'm more enabled, I'm close to many more locations. It's easy, less time zone change, less traveling. I mean, by hours, and more international here. Yeah, like West Coast is a little biased, to be honest. Whereas here, you see a lot of internationals coming to work here, and also students as well, and it's a good mix. Whereas in Vancouver, I felt like people who travel a lot or do want to grow in their own career, I felt like those people are a little bit like outliers, and they don't fit in well to Vancouver kind of atmosphere, because Vancouver atmosphere is kind of more slow, and like people for like retirement, or people locals that are very cliquey and exclusive, and they have their own like thing going on. Let's compare Vancouver to like, let's say LA or New York. New York especially, those are only for achievers or artists, right? But New York's very like for like thriving people, achievers. So whereas Vancouver, you can be stuck in like parents' house, and so not many people have the similar mindset as me. You can think about that as like if you're from like Kansas or like Texas, and then you like to travel a lot, you like to expose yourself to different cultures. It might not be a good place for you to stay in like Kansas or like Oklahoma, or let's say Texas. The reason why I'm bringing up those states is because my ex-roommate was from Texas, and he said, if I go back to like college in Texas, nobody's gonna understand like my inclination and my interest, because everybody's just grow up there and go to college and buy a house and they stay there forever, as opposed to there are so many different aspects and subtleties in different cultures and language, and the different lifestyle. So that's kind of something that we talked about. Ex-roommate, or like American roommate from Texas, and I completely agree. And Munich is pretty cool because it's diverse. People from Spain, from UK, from Sweden, from of course from Central and Eastern Europe as well, like Poland as well, Romania as well. But a lot of people from different countries, and they bring different insights, and not just from like China and India, which happened to be the case for West Coast in North America. Pretty much when it comes to foreigners working like software industry, it's pretty much Chinese or Indian, pretty much. I'm not saying it's bad, but it's quite biased, because those people are from, certain people, right? But they do it just for work per se, right? Whereas here, me, I used to play violin. I like art as well. So I wanted to have that more like a holistic approach to not just a career, but also like sports, art, fitness, reading, meditation, and then traveling, food as well. So here, it's good for me, much better than Vancouver. And then, I just embodied, manifested my goal that I created back in 2017, end of 2017. So huge pat on my back. So that's the biggest one. Second one is fitness, men's physique competition. So I did compete last May, Vancouver. I started taking dieting, doing a keto diet, ketogenic diet, from beginning of like November, December 2017, and all the way to March, April. And then after coming back from vacation from Europe, from like Munich, Vienna, Croatia, Hungary, I decided to compete for fitness competition, which was like only 4 or 5 weeks left. But I did it anyways, and I was pretty intense. My daily routine consisted of me going to gym early in the morning before work, doing cardio, work, then during the lunchtime I go back to gym, weightlifting, like resistance training, and then after work I go to gym again and to finish off with the cardio. So twice a day of cardio plus one resistance training for like last 3 weeks or so. But anyways, I did it. And that's the reason why I look the way I look now. I'm benefiting from those hard work. And I'm still working on lean bulking, trying not to destroy my body because it takes huge amount of time, commitment to burn out a lot of body fat. So I try not to do that by dirty bulking. So yeah, I feel good. My best physique ever yet in my entire life. Lean bulking, I'm gonna continue doing that in 2019. But yeah, physical fitness transformation was the second biggest transformation that happened in 2018. And the last one that I want to talk about, the third biggest transformation that happened in 2018. Yeah, when it comes to transformation, right, it's lifestyle transformation. So the third one is me getting back on personal growth, self-development and personal growth, self-actualization. What I mean by that is I started reading books from January 2018. I remember I had a quite tough time with in terms of like navigating through office, dogma, politics, and the people. And then basically it was kind of like what is it called? It was a turning point. It was a kind of wake-up call for me because 2017 and 16, I didn't really do personal development other than gym. I didn't read. I was doing a lot of online courses for side business, but I didn't read. So that kind of like, exhausted all that saving in my social account. So I exhausted that. So I needed to restock that, education, the knowledge and wisdom. So I started doing it. Started off with How to Win Friends and Influence People, Influence Mastery by Robert Greene, that changed my whole view of my career, my whole view of social intelligence, my whole view of empathy, sympathy, my whole view of how to see into other people's mind. And then that was such a wake-up call because the mastery, the first chapter talked about how your career progression is not completely dependent on your technical skill. I was like, holy shit, what the fuck? Because I was focusing on technical skills, and then the book told me like, no, the people who get promoted and they get to have more responsibility to manage other people, they need to have like soft skills, like people skill. They have people skill to navigate through people, drama, politics, and I didn't have that. Like I didn't focus on that. I thought if I have like a superior or spark expertise in technical stuff, like engineering stuff, I thought I'm gonna be good. But I was like hit hard. I was like shocked, disappointed. But at the same time, it was a exact time I needed to have that, the a little bit more social skills, like how to manage other people's expectation of my work, how people perceive me as a person. So I learned all the social intelligence from mastery, which was awesome. And then that led on to other book and a book, and then like subtle art of not giving a fuck. It's amazing. As a Man Thinketh, amazing. It was about belief system and thinking. Man's Search of Meaning, it's completely amazing. Mind fucking good. It's about man's search of meaning, right? It's about tragic optimism from a survivor from a concentration camp in World War II. And then after that, I did read The Code of the Extraordinary Mind. That was a whole next level of amazingness. And then I reread The Mastery second time. I was mind fucked. I was mind fucked. It was so freaking amazing. And like every time I read and listen to it, it's like, holy shit, like this guy knows everything. This book tells me, teaches me everything, almost everything about life, social intelligence, about career, how to be creative, how to find meaning in life, how to fight against laziness or meaninglessness, how to go about anything. We can model success after one of the greatest minds in history. I was like, oh, that was so amazing. And then now I'm listening to 12 rules for life by Jordan Peterson. It's amazing, so amazing. So yeah, the first, the wake up call, that was in the end of December 2017 last year. That was a wake up call for me. It was so frustrating experience for me, the pain, frustration, and that turned out to be a fuel for me to improve myself, improve my social intelligence, improve my social skills, improve my people skill, improve everything. And that started becoming anchoring, like that kind of like I hit the rock bottom last year, end of last year. Not quite rock bottom, it's just a career that just a few incidents, but it was so frustrating for me, and then so the feeling like uselessness, like feeling of not being able to, anyway, so that started, and then I'm now like so much stronger and better. So I feel so grateful for that moment. So I did a meditation this morning, and today's guided meditation topic was about appreciation, and then the guy who was narrating asked me like, what or who do you appreciate? Who or what? And I said, who? People who crossed the path with me in my life last year. If it wasn't about those people who taught me about struggling experience, a painful experience, then I wouldn't have been here right now, where I am right now, because there's so much pain, like frustration or the disappointment of my skills, my ability, that taught me, that made me stronger as who I am right now. So I'm really grateful for those moments, because those, that life is ups and downs, right? And especially when you have those moments of like a plateau or bumps, the bumps from Extraordinary Mind, the book. Because of the bumps, I leverage the bumps to jump back up. Think about that, like bouncing back up. So yeah, the third point is about personal growth, like reading books. It's amazing. Like I found a lot of mentors with books, and then I'm gonna continue doing that. Especially I started meditating 5 weeks ago. It's only because of the book that I was reading, The Code of the Extraordinary Mind. It was talking about mindfulness, and I was like, I knew about kind of meditation, the power of now by Eckhart Tolle, being present in the moment, but I didn't feel the need to practice meditation. But when he talked about forgiveness, when he talked about gratitude, when he talked about giving, he said the brain wave can be measured by scientific equipment. And then when he did a mindful practice with meditation, especially it was about forgiveness, brain alpha wave spike up, and the alpha wave is correlated with creativity and focused your creative skills and focused work. So higher the alpha wave is, the better. And he said it's scientifically measurable thing, alpha wave, brain wave. And then forgiveness is the number one thing that will increase your alpha wave. I was like, holy shit, that's the next level, like mind hack, But anyway, so that the cultivate the extraordinary mind is all about belief hacking, mind hacking, life hacking, fitness hacking, but mostly about belief hacking. He talks about how we should be learning even after university, but this industry old educational system doesn't teach us about mindfulness. It doesn't teach us about importance of personal growth. So the book was really a wake-up call for me to really keep going with personal growth, learning. So now the two most important core values for me, as you can see my YouTube not thumbnail but the picture, my two focus thing right now is growthfulness and mindfulness. So I gather happiness from growth. It's personal growth, like learning. It's not about making money or becoming popular or famous or being beautiful or hot or big or jacked. Those are all from external validation, right? External from other people. That depends on other people. And those feeding, buying, expensive watch, cars, and house, apartments, and looking good or getting popular, those external validations are short-lived. It doesn't make you happy for a long time. So it's not really good to focus on those unsustainable external validation. So I focus on growth that's manageable by internal thing, like internal feeling, like feeling good because I'm learning or growing by going to gym. I focus on internal feeling, which makes me happy, which is growth. Another thing is mindfulness, about being grateful, appreciating things, and self-gratitude, self-love, and also forgiving past, forgiving about people who did wrong thing to me, forgiving about people, and also giving. Giving is about the final thing about 6 human basic needs. Giving back to community, giving back to people, giving values, contributing back, because that's going to give you bigger happiness than just spending money for your own thing. So I realized, that stuff like monster meaning definitely told me about meaning of life and what it is. After all years of like working and studying and making money, I got bored of like just taking vacation, buying stuff for myself, because it doesn't really add much happiness to me. And then the Learn Such a book taught me about, we need to have a meaning for life. We have so much means, but not much meaning. So, the contribution thing, so many books talk about the same thing. So that's that. I'll stop. So those are 3 transformational things that happened to me in 2018. I'm super excited for 2019. But you know what? Just step back, calm down, just observe, kind of like a meditation, right? Think. Have I thought about achieving all this beginning of 2019? Looking back, imagine I'm in 2018 January or December, not 2017. You can do this together. Imagine you are back in 2018 January or 2017 December. Imagine where you are now, and imagine where you were back then. And if you have been working on your personal growth, could you have imagined where you are right now from back then? For me, I couldn't expect where I am right now 1 year ago. So that's an amazing thing. It's a transformation. That means it's transformation because, transformed more than my imagination. So yeah, it was, I credit everything to the people who I've met, come across my path, good and bad, because bad like critics or people who told me about lessons or told me about something that I needed to work on. I'm so appreciative and grateful about those people. So I appreciate those people, and I appreciate things like, books, opened up my eyes even more. It's not like my first year of personal growth and self-development. I've been doing it since 2013. So I read like 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Other one, Think and Grow Rich. Tony Robbins, Awaken the Giant Within, Slight Edge, other bunch of stuff. Weight of Superior Man, but whole lot more books. No More Mr. Nice Guy, like 2014, 2015. So last time I did a binge self-development thing was 2015 in Prague. And this is the time I did again. I'm so grateful and I'm so excited what's gonna come. It's gonna be my best year yet in 2019. So I'm gonna be super stoked, and I'm gonna be super stoked to share with you guys what I'm gonna go through learning, especially learning about the growth and mindfulness and traveling adventures as well. So hope you like this video, kind of stuff that's something you can take away from this video. What I have been focusing on 2018, and you might not see these because I didn't really talk about this stuff every single day. But yeah, these are I was hugely focused on self-development, personal growth in 2018. Amazing transformation 2018. I'm super ready now. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video about the goal setting for 2019. Bye bye.